are in Marrakesh, which hosts the annual meeting of the IMF and the World Bank. The country has gone through difficult times due to a devastating earthquake, yet is determined to move forward, having tourism as its driving force. And the future brings exciting challenges, since Morocco will co-host the 2030 World Cup.
It's only the second time that an African country has hosted the talks between the two international financial institutions. The event brought over 10,000 people to Marrakesh. After the devastating earthquake on the 8th of September, questions had been raised about possibly changing the host country. But the IMF and World Bank stuck with Morocco and stood by the Moroccan people, who have once again shown resilience in the face of tragedy.
What we saw over the last 4 weeks testified that the authorities, and as well as also the civil society in Morocco, were able to build back very fast. And this is something that also we wanted to underline through those annual meetings. We had the opportunity to visit the affected area, and it's very impressive. We saw students back into schools in different forms, but they are studying again.
Morocco is one of the world's top tourist destinations. In 2022, the country welcomed around 11 million visitors. Nearly 550,000 people are directly employed in the tourism sector, which represents 15% of the total working population. Fears that the earthquake would stem the flow of tourists have proven to be wrong. More than 960,000 tourists visited Morocco in September this year. That's up 7% compared to the same month last year.
It's crucial to communicate to the world that the situation is more than under control, that we are back to normal life. In terms of arrivals, we have been monitoring reservations and cancellations, and frankly, we did quite well. And what was great also is that the tourists that were in place at that time in Morocco started sharing on social media their testimonials about the real situation, and really it helped us a lot convey what was going on in Marrakesh.
To date, Morocco has welcomed a total of 11.1 million tourists in 2023, surpassing the figures for the entire year of 2022. Authorities see the increase in visitor numbers as a show of confidence and stamp of approval of its immediate post-earthquake response.
We believe that future is bright for tourism in Morocco. We have a strong vision, which is to double the number of tourists in Morocco by 2030, which is around 26 million visitors. We are reshifting our offer around experiences that the traveler can live, like beach and sun, or ocean waves, or culture, or gastronomy. So the offer is built around experiences rather than destinations.
The meeting gave a significant boost to Marrakesh's hospitality sector. Aside from its big hotels, the city has gained a reputation for its riads. These multi-storey homes centre around an open-air courtyard with a fountain and belong to the wealthiest citizens and merchants. Many have now transformed into boutique hotels.
These days or this week, we received lots of tourists that come from this conference, which is giving like a mobility for our economy progress. There are lots of events that Morocco will organize in the future, which Morocco, I'm sure that it will build more hotels that can accommodate all the events, especially World Cup 2030.
In the souks, or markets of Marrakesh, we saw hundreds of tourists taking in the sights, sounds and smells, who were more than willing to share their experiences of Morocco.
My mother said it's the most beautiful country she ever visited, so of course I also had to come to see for myself. It's beautiful. I've only been here one day. We landed in Fes and immediately went to Casablanca, to a beautiful restaurant with belly dancers and live music, and then we came straight here the next day. It's busy, it's lively, it smells good. I love it here, it's really great.
The people are so friendly. From the minute we got here, we had help, explaining everything, the food's been delicious. Just the whole culture is so different to European lifestyle, but it's so fascinating and so enjoyable so far, so good.
The country's aiming to double the number of tourists by 2030 when it co-hosts the FIFA World Cup alongside Spain and Portugal. Climate change is also a major concern and at the forefront of Morocco's new plans that will shape the future of the tourism industry for decades to come.